in the shed. Hope everybody's doing all right out there. The beard's getting a little long. Maybe down in Arizona, we'll trip on the beard. We're still, let's see if we got any. I'm on the phone in the shed. I'm going to start a new painting that we're going to raffle off. The raffle's going very good, and I just want to thank every single person. Big honor, what's going on? I can't pronounce that name because I'm on the phone. MC, what's going on? Left Lane Outlaw, Born Twice. What's up, Mike? I see you're traveling all over the world. Ernesto, what's happening, brother? Hot Rod. Man, my old silly Mike's traveling all over the country with his family. I think that's fucking bitching. Yeah. What's up, Big Kev? Dominic Pizzo, what's happening? JP1506. How you doing, fellas? How's everyone doing? Sauce, Big Oos, what's up? Mo Thatcher from Boise, Idaho, what's going on? Oregon in the house. Mo, Mr. Wilson, what's going on, fellas? I'm out here in the shed. We'll start another painting. Auction off. This is how big it'll be. Woo, woo, woo. You see the outline. It's going to be similar to Two Moons. There's going to be Ogallala Sioux named Black Bear. Thank you. Yard dogs are back there. I got to finish them and get them posted, man. I don't know how to take the photograph of them and get them posted. Big Oak Wood, Left Lane. Faded State shirt. This is a green, actually. It's got our old logo. This is one I used to get them printed here in town. Yeah, I hope everyone is well. For real. Yeah, this is going to be a nice painting. We're very excited about moving to Arizona, getting a house. We are, Hot Rod. We are very excited. We're going through the motions right now. Let me tune that. I don't know how to do it. I spent my whole life in the fucking joint. She knows how to do it. She's going through the steps. Big honor. How's the process of moving? Well, so far we're in the process of escrow, and it has you get pre-approval for your loan. Gangish, oyster sauce, Ernesto. Dave's doing good. He's out working his ass off like he's a kid. So there's a pre-approval, then there's a pre-approval, then there's approval, then there's a bunch of shit. There's like 4 approval steps to go through. Evidently, what's up, Scottish Highlander? What's up, brother? Peter. Yeah, Dave is 63 years old and he's out working. He goes, I want to do this refrigeration and I want to learn it, DJD, what's going on? We're going to go to Dolan Springs. Bog Honor, what's going on? I'm sure you won't miss. No, I won't miss California much. I miss a lot of the people. Yeah, life sentence to homeowner. Ernesto, that's right. From a life sentence to a homeowner. Can you imagine that shit? That just blows my mind. I'll have a shop where I can do woodwork and paint motorcycle parts, gas tanks and fenders and all that shit. I'm sure I have a place to take this spot of this shed. I'll turn this over to somebody like my brother-in-law or somebody, and I'll have a place to do my art. Let me move that up. I'm on the phone, so it's a little wonky. Yeah, it just blows my mind. Thank you, MC. Thank you. I applied for, get this. Alta is going summer, man, checking in. That's right, G. I applied for a job as a test rider, motorcycle test rider, Yeah, we're gonna get some big dogs. Definitely gonna get. She wants to get 2 big dogs. We'll have to get them as puppies so they adjust to the little dogs adjust to them, and so on and so forth. I applied for a job as a motorcycle test rider at the Harley Davidson Proving Grounds in Yucca, Arizona. $17.75 an hour, so I'm filling out paperwork now. Yeah, that'd be quite a job, riding motorcycles for 8 hours a day. What's a good color to go with? Matte gray, looking to paint my bike. I don't know, if you like matte gray, I mean, I like all kinds of colors, Depends on what color you want. Maybe do some matte gray with some black and some white, a little, mix it up. Don't just go one color. You know what I'm saying? It says, you're the exception, bro. You have given your years to the state community. Now it's time for you to enjoy life. That's right. What do I think of the door-to-door art sales as a youngster around 18 years old? As a side hustle, fucking do it. Yeah, I hope I get that job. Yeah, if you can sell your artwork door to door, go do it. If you're 18 years old and you can get out and sell your artwork door to door, do it. If you test right for 18, yeah, do it. Give it a shot. What do you got to lose? Don't let no one tell you not to do it, because they're the ones that want you to fail. Yeah. I guess Harley Davidson's coming out with a new line of electric motorcycles. And I'll be test riding, if I get the job, motorcycles that are other than Harley, that have Harley components on them. So, that's the job. Oh yeah, they'll just give me more money to pay off my Indian. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man. I'm not really stressing on the move thing yet. What's up, Big Mick? Around every 2.5 years. Oh, wow, Big Mick's working Comic-Con. Big Mick is he's retired, but he gets to work so many hours a month, so he's setting up the conventions for that's what he does. He's doing Comic-Con in San Diego. All right, I've never been there. Next year, Mick, you have to give me a shout out so I can get down there and check that out. Oh, let me grab this. I'd like to go to Comic-Con, man. I think it'd be badass. Comics are art. And Ron, RNMC, what's up, bro? Yeah, I was just telling him I might get a job. I applied for a job as a motorcycle test rider at the Harley Davidson Proving Grounds in Yucca, Arizona. And they're going to test. Evidently, I'd be, if I get the job, I'll be test riding Harley Davidson's new electric vehicles and motorcycles that have Harley components, but they're not Harleys. I don't know what that means, but I'd be riding motorcycles 8 hours a day for $17.75 an hour. They want to see if I can brake and turn sharp and all that kind of shit. If I get past the interview process, they want to see how I ride. It'd be about an hour and 20 minutes from where we live, so I'd drive over there and ride motorcycles all day, and see how that works out. That's amazing that they would pay somebody to do that. It might be a young man's job, I don't know. If I applied for it, we'll check it out. There's a lot of work down there in Arizona, so I guess to ride the electric Harley Davidson is some torque. It sounds like a really good job. Cruise down route. No, it's on a test track. Hell yeah, I'd ride a Honda scooter for $17 an hour. You know what I'm saying? I saw a thing today. It said the Vatican Bank is going to finance China's attempt to take over the North American economy. You guys see that shit? I mean, I don't know if it's true or not. Has anyone seen anything like that? I also want to say I did a little reading on Mr. Mike Thompson. Oh, I saw him do an interview with some other guy. He said that the FBI in 1984, which is when he first dropped out, asked him to do a process. What's good, homie? What's up, Big Oos? It's a bullshit conspiracy. All right, damn boy, that's a dope ass. Yeah, so he said that the FBI asked him to do a report on the security for the 1984 Olympics. You know, really? And he said, I noticed that the helicopters flying above would need to be refueled, so I told them they needed to put snipers up, and it's some other guy's channel. It's not his fault, and he's no Mike's history. Don't give a fuck. Maybe just looking to get views. Mike talks about his fighting skills and bloodletting people with knife fighting and, you know, whatever. I mean, he's 71 years old, so he should probably just be thankful for the fact that he's got his freedom. But I also read this article when he testified against a man, Mr. Griffith, and fuck Mike Thompson. That's right, bro. Haywood blow, Diablo me. That's right. That's right. Fuck him. But it said this warden made a statement saying that Mike Thompson was a liar, an extreme liar, a fabricator, and a controller of people who was looking to testify, who was looking to ingratiate himself with any law enforcement by testifying against other people. That's what a warden said about him. He was an extreme liar, fabricator, and controller of people. And he was looking to ingratiate himself with any law enforcement by testifying against other people. Also, the article said that they caught Clifford Smith in a lie. Pathological liar, exactly. Yeah, ride or die, not snitch and lie. Yeah, so they caught Clifford Smith when they testified against some guys in Oregon. They caught him in a lie, and he said, "Yeah, you got me." So he admitted on the witness stand he was lying. That was Mr. Mike Thompson's cohort, his buddy. So anyway, I get down there to Arizona. I can't have like a boom boom fire, but I ride my bike, a big wheel for $5 an hour. That's right. Textbook manipulator. Matthew Post, what's going on from Georgia? What's up, brother? Shout out to Matthew Post and Ron from the Red Nation. Yeah, he's down there working, man. Matthew's the guy that came to see me when I was working down at SAC. We kicked it at lunchtime. But, yeah, you know, these guys just, I don't know. You ain't got a lie to kick it, right? It's crazy. Yeah, quick to tell on 3 to get away free, you know. Tell on a friend, that's a new program. You know, I've said it before, I say, you know, it just pisses me off that the guy did all that bullshit, you know, and then turned rat and took all that, it's 11 p.m. out here. Wow. Roger Griggs. That's right. You know, you're not supposed to tell on your fucking friends. Everybody snitches nowadays. Not me. And not you. Those look like NFTs. They are. I gotta figure out how to get these posted as NFTs. Excuse me. How do I do that? I gotta figure that part out. I gotta get a photograph of it digitally, and then I gotta find the best site to do it. I can do it through Teespring, free. Coinbase, all these other places, they charge. So I'm just kind of curious where I should post it. I was thinking about doing 10 copies. I don't know. I'm just kind of feeling it out, you know. If I do 10 copies for $100, we can keep a secret if 2 are dead. Mad Dog Woman's an Outlaw, Biker Magazine, R.I.P., Roy Boy, alright. Find a crypto NFT mentor. All right. Hey man, do you know Mike and Vallejo? He owns the CC's motorcycle shop. He does some Corso puppies. I don't know him. Polite scumbag. I like that title. I don't know him. That's right, hardcore B3. My homeboy down there wants such as people buy his, yeah, they buy his shit. And then it fucks over guys that really do deserve a second chance. I got you 100% on that. Yeah, we chose the road that we travel, you know. So I was talking to a friend of mine. That was in Tracy with Mr. Mike Thompson, and there was 2 guns smuggled into the prison, evidently. What's up, Big Lance? And so there were two guns smuggled in, along with bullets, and I'm gonna try and get him on my channel. He got stabbed 5 times in 1 year in Tracy, and went on to become, yeah. Thank you for the shout out. That's right, Big Matthew Post. That's right, brother. But he said that there were 12 guys involved. They were gonna do some shit with these guns, and all 12 of those guys got told on. And the rumor was Mike Thompson told on him. So, you know, and I know some guys that say Mike Thompson told on him when he was an active member of a prison gang. So evidently he's been telling his whole life, and, you know, hiding it behind a tough guy persona, you know. Is that Buddy Holly? You've spoken about him. Buddy Holly. Who's Buddy Holly? Oh yeah, Buddy Holly. Yeah, that was Buddy Holly. Get Buddy Holly. That was right. That's right. Devil's asshole of day 103. Well, I'm glad Tracy Prison's closed. You know, because it was a good prison at one time, but it kind of turned it into a fucked up place, and it's hot as a motherfucker there. You know, in the winter time, this time of year, I used to have to pour water on my floor and lay in it in the middle of the night with a fan blowing on me. It was hot there, man, and miserable. But it was worth it, because they had hobby, they had tons of PIA, they had all kinds of cool shit, you know? It was a great place to do time, but the summers were motherfucker. Well, we had slip and slide on the yard. We had bicycle races on the yard, and we had a swimming pool until 93 when they closed it the year I left. Let's see. 120 Phoenix. How hot is it in Dolan Springs? Yeah. So we got 47 people on there. I want to tell you, we're going to have the raffle drawing Saturday. Saturday, we're going to have the raffle drawing. And evidently, the site that we used to do the raffle, Tushanka, a member for 15 months. Stay down, bro. What's that say? No, Tracy was not the first prison to have a lot of hobby. San Quentin was. Give that prison a 5-star rating. Dolo Ran, that's right. Rene Boxerica got released. Yeah, another rat got out, you know. What's that say? Phoenix is an armpit. Yeah, I wouldn't live in Phoenix. Where I'm going to live is not an armpit. Look at my brushes, folks. Yeah. I gotta move this out of the way for a second. But there was a ridiculous show on Discovery Channel years ago about a bike club called the Laughing Devils. I think they were actors doing it hard. Yeah, that's a thing in San Diego, and the guy interviewed Fuzzy, he was in that show. So part reality and part not, so I guess. So this made me dislike summer till this day. That no one could mention Blinky's name without getting stabbed. I don't know. You were Tracy when I used to live there back in the day. I remember going to DVI when I was a kid. Had a relative mom used to visit. Oh, wow. That guy you mentioned right there, Blinky's passed away. Mike Thompson testified against him, lied. He got found guilty, which sealed his fate to never getting out. There's an article about Blinky's wife and the heartache she suffered after that trial, So, these guys that testify against people, especially when they fucking give up information that's not true, they make it up, He ain't no triple OG like he claims. Maybe he was with his homosexual cellmate and all the other rats on the yard. He was even a PC yard so they wouldn't kill him. Which respects to Sean. Yeah, I hear you, Mick. So there it is there. Big Mike Thompson, triple OG homosexual. I don't know. I know damn well he's not what he claims to be. You know what I think? I said in other interviews, talking about knife fighting. He's talking about Nietzsche. He's talking about all these different philosophies. Reading from Oklahoma, Bill Bixler, Smoky Mountain Bear Hunter. What's going on? He talks about all this philosophy and different styles of fighting. It's stuff that he's read. And how do you practice? Mick will tell you, and so will Kevin. You're not allowed to practice martial arts in prison. I believe that you might be right, Sharon Stutz. I don't know what the relationship was between Mr. Griffith and these guys, but I do know. Greetings from Australia. Thank you, brother. Thank you, Jason. I do know this. He says he dropped out because he didn't like him killing Steve Barnes' dad. That's bullshit. If he didn't like that, he should have dropped out before they killed him. Then it could have saved his life. But what he did was he saved his own life. What's going on, Mike M? He saved his own ass. By all this information he got, he used it against people to save his own ass, Yeah, so Boxer Enrique is out. Guy that killed a woman because she didn't pay her dope debt. Took out Blue Norris crew. Because on the yard. What's that say? Yep. No katas no katas on the yard. There's no martial art training in California State Prison. You can box, you can hit the bag, you can do burpees, you can work out, you used to have weights, but no martial arts. Matthew Post, member for 17 months. Thank you. Much love and respects to you, my brother, man. I got to see you before we mosey on down to Arizona. And we're going to have Mama's, Adrian's birthday down there, 60th, at our compound. That's a $50 debt, I bet. Yeah. So Boxer Enrique, Yard Dog, looking at cool as fuck. Thank you, Hot Rod. Boxer Enrique's out. Some guys are saying, hey, kudos, he paid his debt to society, blah, blah, blah. You know what he did was same thing as Mike Thompson. What's up from Atlanta, Georgia? Tony. He went to prison for a couple murders. One of them was a woman. He killed a woman over a drug debt. I'm sure there was a better way to teach her a lesson. For, that the drug world's a motherfucker. But, I'm not down with killing women and kids and shit or old people. So, he killed a woman. Tank Dog. Yeah, rat. Yep. He killed a woman. He went to prison. Ran the tough guy role. Whatever. He got deep. I saw one of his interviews when I had COVID. He claims to have a lot of knowledge about stuff. You can do Tai Chi, but you can't do some places not. I'm sure level 4 they're not letting you do Tai Chi. Boxer did the same thing Mike Thompson did. He got in the car with the crew and and made financial gains and all this shit, and then he dropped out. Or maybe he realized, that he was never going to get out of prison, so he used the information he had to ingratiate himself with law enforcement, picking up an expedited load of Nogales. With Detroit, we chatted on Instagram. Let's see, we chatted on Instagram a couple years ago regarding the expo. Oh yeah, what's up, brother? You got to go to Mitch Smiley 790, bro. I don't use that other Instagram that much. I would love to see how you're doing. I miss the real. I misread the time. That's right. He said prison gang guys didn't have swastika tattoos back then. There's a picture of Norris and swastika tats. That's right. Or the state and the feds used him over and over and over and testified in a lot of trials. Hey, Uncle Mitch, good evening from Oildale, California. Silver King, hi. What's going on in Oildale? Yeah, that driving job with a, it's called a Sprinter van. I would like to do that. But you gotta have a Sprinter van. Left Lane Outlaw member for 16 months. Place to hang their freshener. That's crazy. I want to thank you guys, all the members. I got a video in the thing. Adrian's studying right now to take a notary test. She has to become a notary as part of her job, so she's studying that in the house. That's why I'm in the shed. She kicked me out of the house, put me in the shed. Mike M. Now, so once she gets a little caught up, she's going to load up a video for our members. It's one whacking I did. I sent you a pay stub for this week on Instagram. Wow. The thing is, how the fuck do I get a Sprinter van if I don't have, the financial means, I'd like to see you before you move to AZ. That's right. My Buso, what's up, brother Mitch? I hope all is well with you and why. Much love and respect from Denver, Colorado. Thanks, Mike. Everything is good, Rick Conley, good show as always. Snake, Ohio. What's going on, Snake in Ohio? You have them. I do have merch. We got shirts. We got prints. We got a few hats. A couple beanies. Tank Dog. I want to give a big shout out to Will. I want to thank you, Will, for all the help you've given us. I love you, brother. And I just love you to death. Thank you. Sprinter vans myself. I don't know, like driving a Sprinter van around the country, you can make a lot of money picking up loads. Humboldt County checking in, TOB. Benjamin Dean checking in, big man. Oh, well. There's stories about the pen, maybe advice for youngsters. We have a lot of videos. And those help them walk right. Well, my message to the kids are, you don't have to go there. Much respect from New Zealand. What's up, Mike from New Zealand? Man, that's a long ways down there, brother. Thanks for tuning in. Funny feeling you might make some money selling your NFTs. I got to get them up. Gas here is about a little under $6. A little under $6, Arizona, it's in the house. Arizona's a lot cheaper. It's very hot here. Need a prison dog in denim. That's next. I'm going to do one in stripes, black and white stripes. Love it. Good answer. You have to go there. That's right. 103 in Texas, tattooed prison dog. I might do one, but I'm going to do one with stripes. As far as Mike Thompson doing interviews, he did one with some guy that's a fighter, and he talked a lot about fighting. Uh, you know, like, hey, I studied all these fighting techniques when I was in prison. Well, if you can't fight with someone, how do you study the technique? And then he says his elder, his Native American elder, taught him how to be a knife fighter, how to bleed someone out slowly. You know, here's my thing, right? Through the lower presence, got what another people. I thought he got caught scamming old people. He did. Here's my thing, right? The guy talks about fighting and stabbing and killing and like it's no big deal and he's a bad motherfucker and all this shit. On the English guy channel, he said he got shot 22 times, like 22 times. Man, I don't know. Yeah, with that channel. No one's got shot 22 times in prison, trust me. Think about it. They had a 223 Mini 14. They got shotguns they did away with. They went to Mini 14s and 9mm. He said he got shot with a 30-06. You guys are fucking full of shit, man. Show us the fucking bullet holes, asshole. Take a fucking ancestry DNA test and show us your Native American background. What I wanted to say is, yeah, I don't think he is either. You know, I'm not a bad motherfucker. I mean, I'm coming in, he ain't no superhero. You know, I will defend myself, and if I feel like, you know, I'm 61 years old. When I was younger, I could fight a little better than I can now. Imagine I can't move as fast. You know, you get arthritis. I got a fucking little bit of a gut now I didn't have when I was a kid. You know, but I will defend myself. I will fuck some shit up. And if I can't defend myself properly with my fists, which I usually can, you know, I'll use the knife. I'll do whatever by any means possible. What's up, Randy Mallory? What's going on, bro? And if I don't like losing a fight, so if you know, I can't have a black powder pistol, revolver, and a rifle. So, what's up, Ray Green? Everything is good, my friend. I will shoot a motherfucker. I mean, if it comes to that. I mean, I will defend myself and my family and my friends. And good to hear, Ray Green. That's right. I will defend myself, my family, my friends, you know, to the fullest. You know, I told Mick, you know, the same shit. You know, we have discussions about it. I will defend myself, my family, my friends. Yeah, he's a Billy Jack. That's right. Billy Jack. That's good. I seen that movie when I was a kid. But I don't put myself out there like I'm a fucking bad motherfucker. You know, let me see something real quick. You know what I'm saying? Oh, let's see. Roger Williams. Here's $64. Yeah, Roger Williams sent me this. Said I'm an honorary Texan now. Once I had this. Brings that trouble, and then you want to change if you're well, you know, if you defend yourself in the right situation, you're good. I think in Arizona, you can defend yourself. You know, someone comes in your property or somebody attacks you. You know what I'm saying? This is a Bowie knife from Texas, baby. Roger Williams sent me. This is a bad motherfucker. I also have a littler one in the house. But, so, like I said, I will defend myself, my friends, and my family, right? To the fullest. And if this doesn't do it, that's a good night in Texas City Sunday. I think you can carry this in California too, believe it or not, as long as it's not concealed. And I think in Arizona too. Respects from AZ602, what's up? Chico from Phoenix. I think that's Phoenix. I'll be down there, bro. We will be state homies pretty soon. I will be living in Dolan Springs, Arizona, if everything goes right. Yeah, I think you can carry this in California, Arizona, just about all states, as long as it's not concealed. So my point is, like I think any motherfucker on this channel who's a man, well, he could teach all us how to dispatch folks. That's a hog leg, that's right. So you will defend yourself, your family, your friends, right? Like if I'm kicking it in a bar, walking down the street, in a restaurant, somebody fucks with somebody I'm with, I'm gonna help defend them. That doesn't mean nothing special. I think any man would do that. Someone who's not woke, piece of shit, fucking scared ass, whatever the fuck they're breeding nowadays. If you're a regular motherfucker, which most of the guys that watch this channel are, you're going to defend yourself, and you're going to stand up for yourself, and you're going to do what you got to do to keep yourself, your family, your friends safe. That doesn't mean nothing. That's just what the regular guys do. So when this guy comes on here and talks about any man defend yet doesn't seek it, right? So when this guy gets on there and says, "Oh, I know how to do all this secret fighting shit and stabbing people," and he's like, overemphasizing how he can bleed someone out, over a long period of time. But he says it with pride, like he's proud of that. In the paint, brother, that's right. He says it with pride, like he's proud of the fact that he can bleed someone out. He's proud of the fact that he's killed. He says he's never killed anyone. Trust me, he's been involved with some fucked up shit. So, but he says all this shit with pride. So here's the deal. I'm not the same motherfucker I was when I was 17, 20, 25, 30, 40 years old. I asked forgiveness and permission. That's right. I'm not that same dude. I will do some of the same shit if I'm provoked, if I have a reason, if I have to. I don't brag about it. It's not a big fucking deal. I'm more proud of my artwork, my successes out here in the world as a fucking citizen, of getting off parole, of building this shed, having a t-shirt business, having a YouTube channel, meeting all you. I'm proud of this stuff, So I gotta say, how the fuck did he get out of prison? Because he obviously hasn't changed, right? His mindset is still the same as when he was supposedly, a gang leader and involved with, having people murdered and all this other shit. So, he's still the same motherfucker. He's just an old man now. So how the fuck did he get out? He says he didn't get no deals. He got out because he's a fucking rat. And he fabricated stories against people just like that warden said. If I stay alive, would rather... Yep. So, how the fuck did he get out of prison? One of them, one at the same place. Wes Watson goes to this, whatever. Yeah, real pride, not false pride. I'm proud of the fact that I have some friends that are just, Randy, we do what we gotta do when the situation arises, right? Yeah, so, if you can be a stand-up man, treat your woman, your family, your kids, your friends right, and not be some guy who makes his reputation as a guy who will kill motherfuckers and, I can bleed you out and all this shit. It's bullshit. That guy hasn't changed a motherfucking lick. Taking him his life. What's that saying? You would have been justified, nothing to feel good about it, was still alive, sometimes necessary, but nothing to celebrate. Exactly, it's nothing to celebrate. I've been watching the video with you interviewing Rhino, part 1, pretty interesting. Thank you, Rhino's, we're going to do another thing. What's up, Raymond, Mr. Raymond? Me and Rhino are going to do another thing. Rhino's up in Washington. I saw him at the Life of Picnic. So, I was right about Wes Squatson. What's up, Big Roger? What's up, brother? Evidently, I watched the video Wes Watson, Valerie's wife's name is Valerie. Uh, she said he pulled a knife on her, threatened to kill her. Shows a bunch of bruises where he beat her up. She says he doesn't take none of the advice he gives out on his YouTube channel. So once again, Big Rhino, old school Tracy, that's right. If I could get my friend on here, he goes back farther than Rhino. So I was right about Mr. Squatson, evidently. And I'm telling you, I'm right about that is what makes it called machismo, true good pride, hard work. That's right. That's right. Machismo. Macho machismo. Yeah, you know, so I was right about Wes Watson. He's probably a dope head, steroid shooting fucking freak who beats his old lady and sucks a little cock on the side. Well, you're letting that dude with too much space in your head. Yeah, I know. Let's see, Splinter exposed him. Yeah, so, you know, the guy's made a lot of money as a life coach. Evidently, the coaching he's doing is bullshit. You know. Hey, man, hope you are doing well, not too hot. Take care, bro. Thank you, Mark McGregor. Thank you. Extra protein for Wes. Yeah. Wes Watson is the fucking phoniest motherfucker in town. What's mainline jizz and meth? That's white powder, Holmes. Yeah, I think it's fucked up, man, that, you know, okay, he's a fake and a fraud and a part-time broad. But he has this chick. She married him. Evidently, they got kids. She says that they have kids. You know, she stood by him. 4 days sober. What's up, Raymond? Stay down with sobriety. Good shit, bro. I'll be sworn by the dude. He changed their life. If you say one dude changed your life, does you need to check yourself? Exactly. So this chick stood by this guy. Might have supported him. I'd like her to come on the channel and talk about her relationship with the guy. He wakes up at 3 a.m. Got time and rolls and work out. Come on, man, hit the like. You know, he's a fucking steroid user, and he's about, you know, 5 feet tall, so his arms are about that long. So if your arms are this long, it takes a lot longer to get big than if they're this long and your biceps only that big instead of that big. It takes a very short time to look like you're very big. He's a midget with big arms, and he sits there with his, you know, his fucking pose. Yeah. Whoop. I'm 6'4", so I never really got big arms. I think the biggest my arms ever got were like 19, 20, whatever. You know, but he's a fucking phony. This chick stood by him, had some kids with him. Mainline that spinach. Little Mikey Thompson are cut from the same cloth. Yes, they are. What's up, Big Will? I want to give you a shout out, Will. Thank you for everything you've done. And you know what you've done. Thank you, brother. Yeah, it's just kind of upsetting to see that he's beat up a chick that is supposed to be the hardest dude on the pod. Well, pod says it all. And it's fucked up that he beat up some chick that stood by him, you know, and had a kid by him, and tall bloke. C4, it's harder to bulk up. That's right. Crypt Dog Art Mitch. What's up? Spider from Southie. Those are my NFTs. Those are going to be my NFTs, bro. I got to finish the one in purple, then I'm going to do one with prison stripes. I'm going to do a whole series of them, but I got to get them posted. I got to figure out how to post them. So I'm going to contact somebody on here, suggested that I contact the NFT mentor and get them on. My boss, who hoops up paperwork? I don't hoop my paperwork. I never hoop no fucking paperwork. Ever. You know? When I went to prison, they didn't check your paperwork. Unless it crawls bad on duds in an Escalade. Yeah. You know, when you went to prison, when I went to prison, the clerks in R&R receiving a release were inmates. They had your file right there. They knew what you were in prison for. If you had a fucked up case, if you're some piece of shit, by the time you got to your cell block, they would know everything about you, bad. So, you know, that's a gorgeous Bowie. That's right. Yeah, it's a nice knife. And I want to thank Roger Williams again for that, man. It's beautiful. He's down there in Texas. He raises dogs that hunt wild boars. He's a man's man, I'm going to tell you. He's into martial arts. That's a man who really is into martial arts. Roger Williams. I'm going to have to give a shout out to his channel sometime. He plays music. He's a good man. You know, he's a good dude. Sitting that knife from Texas. You know, so, anybody seen John Hall lately? Yeah, I get a message from John Hall. John Hall texted me because he was on our Hard Intentions motorcycle ride. And all the guys on the ride, we still stay in touch. We have a group text we used prior to the ride, during the ride, and we still use it. So next year when we have another Hard Intentions motorcycle ride, we're going to have to figure out the logistics. But we'll create another group text, and anybody on it, they will stay on it, you know. But yeah. Yeah, I think it's fucked up that homeboy beat up his old lady. You know, and evidently it wasn't the first time, it's just the last time. She's not putting up with this shit again, so hats off to her. You know, here's my thing to all the women out there. If you're with some dude that puts his hands on you and beats you down, leave. You know, because he's going to do it again. I'm not down with that shit. You know, I knew someone, I won't say her name, he's okay. Hey man, just Tracy, the worst time you ever done time at? No, actually, Michael, it was one of the best prisons I've been at. That's why I stayed there for 5 years, Michael. Yeah, John's a great man. Big Sauce, Big Oos was there. He met us. Met John, you know. Come on. Oh, by the way, please hit the like button, subscribe, and all that shit. So I want to say thank you to all our members, thank you to all our subscribers, and thank you to everyone who bought a ticket on this raffle for the Art on Wood. Thank you so much. It's going to help us a great deal towards our goal of getting a house in Arizona. You know, we're blessed to have you people in our lives. We're going to have the raffle Saturday. You can find the link in our community page. That's the air conditioner sucking too much heat out here in the shed. Thank you guys, really. The raffle will be, and evidently the raffle site that we use, it has like an electronic way to pull a ticket. So, what's that say? Red Green. Thank you, brother. JP1506, member for 5 months. Respects. That's right. Do it hard. I like their pool. Never like down iron and marijuana like I like. Yeah, Tracy had a pool. And it's actually an emergency reservoir, but it's a big giant swimming pool. I was in that motherfucker every summer. I haven't been to Flagstaff. Funny Money, what's going on? Yeah, they had a pool. They had a coach there, Coach Marty. Hats off. He had bicycle races. He had slip and slides. He would put sodas at the end of the slip and slide. If you got to the soda, you could get it. Then he put a 6-pack, bicycle races for sodas, weightlifting contests for sodas. Coach Marty treated us really good. It was a good fucking prison. They had a lot of work. You know, I worked PIA there. I worked from 8:30 at night to 6 in the morning. It was a fucking good pen, man. I ran the shaper on the night crew. That's where that guy cut his finger off. You know, Tracy was a good fucking prison. Minimal violence, you know. You know, they never got locked down. They had a black weight pile, a northern weight pile, a white weight pile, and a south side of weight pile. I mean, I love Roger's music. Got some really good music. That's right. And the swimming pool, they had an all-terrain track they built. Tracy was a really, really good prison. We had Randy Mallory out in California a few years back. Lake Havasu now. Well, Randy Mallory, I'm going to be about an hour and a half away from you over in Dolan Springs. I was just in Lake Havasu last Wednesday picking up somebody. So I've been to Lake Havasu 2 or 3 times. We'll have to hook up, Randy. Yeah. You're gonna have to excuse me with my rants about Mike Thompson. He's a piece of shit, man. Let's see him. Let's see John. White privilege. Yeah. What about the Hodge twins? White privilege, Holmes. They sell white privilege cards. They're funny as fuck. Yeah. Yeah, Tracy was a very good prison, you know. They had good food, they had good jobs, they had good yard, swimming pool. It's the only prison with a swimming pool. By the way, it's filled in with dirt. The chief of plant operations maintenance, every year, man, he would drain the swimming pool, which is stupid. You're not supposed to drain a swimming pool. And then he'd say, I want to fill it in, you know, and they're like, nah. You know, and they'd say, well, there's a drought. How come these guys got a swimming pool and people in society don't? Well, people in society that had swimming pools, they kept them full because you're not supposed to drain a swimming pool. They half wide. That's right. So, in the end, Pacheco, the chief of plant operations, yeah, unless you're a skater. I used to skate pools when I was a kid. Yeah, he ended up filling in the swimming pool with dirt. Last time I was there in 2013, I looked over the fence and there was weeds growing out of the inside the swimming pool, man. It broke my heart, you know. And they shut down PIA. And Prison Industries and Tracy had weight pile and a handball court on a big yard, a break yard. We would go out for a 15-minute break. For your brother barbecue on the lake. That's right, Randy. You have to get a hold of me at Mitch at heartintentions.com, Randy. Don't forget to hit the like button. You see the wife there. It was gladiator school, but that's okay. Yeah, Tracy had good everything, man. I went back at 13. The hobby was closed. You know, my friends had a locker. They did jewelry. They had a whole locker full of food in the hobby shop. And I mean food. And so on Saturdays, everyone watching them shirt, get them one of their supportings. G. Adams, Richard. That's right. Skaters. Yeah, we could go out for break and lunch breaks and then another break after lunch break, and we'd lift weights and play handball during PIA. It was fucking great, man. I love that prison. I know that sounds weird, but I really enjoyed my time at Tracy as opposed to, you know, being a miserable motherfucker at some of these other prisons later on in life. The Smileys, that's right, Zach. What's it say? I don't want to miss that. Jay Adams, yeah, Jay Adams was a motherfucker, wasn't he? Yeah, I think he ended up going to prison too. You know, Jay Adams had a tragic life, hell of a skater. You know, I think it's funny that, you know, guys that have tragedy in their lives, you know, in the end, they turned out to be some pretty solid people. You know, if you don't experience, you know, turmoil, adversity, orange in and hit them likes. That's right. And tell them, who's that's right. Get studying, boss lady. You know, if you don't have some adversity in your life, if you don't have challenges that you got to man up and face, if you don't get beat down once in a while, and beat some people down, you don't have challenges, man, that make you think about what you are and who you are and where you're going in life, you know, then you're not really living life, you know. All these motherfuckers in suit and ties that had a charmed life. You know, if something goes wrong, what the fuck are they gonna do? So true. I was a piece of shit till life hit me in the face. That's right, Kentucky King. You know, that's a good way to put it. You know what? These guys in a suit and tie that had a charmed life. Mommy and Daddy had a pass away heart attack in Tijuana. That's fucked up about Jay Adams. You know, Mommy and Daddy coached them through life. Yeah, bring people up, not down. You know, when life slaps them in the face, what the fuck do they do? A lot of them lose everything and they don't know what the fuck to do. The guys like us, there goes the air conditioner again. We figure it out, you know. Ty 602. You know, if you don't experience adversity in life and challenges, man, that are a motherfucker, you're just gonna be some old fucking lob who crumbles at the first time of things going sideways. You know. There are other guys like Mr. Thompson. Some of them are gang members, some of them aren't. Some of them are just fucking asshole motherfuckers, lames, that are bullies, in prison especially. And they and that expression, you know, build them up, don't tear them down. That's my motto. I like to build people up. I don't like to tear people down. I like to see the good qualities in people and give them a little game on how they can, you know, expand on their good qualities and how they can make their way in life and be successful, even in prison. A lot of the youngsters I used to hang around with when I was older, you know, I don't know where Wes gets his juice. A lot of the youngsters I used to hang around with when I was older, like in Corcoran and shit. This is lockdown. That's you and Thompson were loudmouths. Yeah. A lot of them youngsters are out of prison now, living very successful lives. And you know, I'd be on the yard and I see youngsters that were in the mix, you know, shooting dope, fighting, trying to have their say in what was going on in the yard, not just be walking laps and doing my thing, you know, because I got no spot for that shit. Some people accept help, something, man. Yeah, you know, I'm not into that shit. I didn't give a fuck what was going on in the yard. If anybody was, you know, a fucking threat to me, I'd fucking take them down. And there was, once I rode back in the day, joints different from different clubs, just rode together, road dogs. Yep. But I would put my 2 cents in with some of these youngsters that I would see from the sidelines, even though they were in the mix. Captain Crunch. Wes is on TRT. I don't know what TRT is. That's some kind of homosexual shit. But I'd give him my 2 cents every now and then. Hey, youngster, how you doing? You know, I'd have a little chat with him now and then, you know, and some of them guys are doing very well for themselves in life now, out here in the world. And maybe I had a little influence, maybe not. But I'm glad they're out and doing well. Oh, testosterone replacement therapy. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so like Big Mick says there, you know, back in the day there were a lot of motorcycle riders when I went to prison. Not so much now. There's not a lot of bikers in California prison. A lot of them go to federal prison now, especially motorcycle clubs. But, you know, all the different guys from different motorcycle clubs would kind of interact with each other. And then even guys like me, I was an independent guy, never been in a club. I grew up around that stuff. But I'll go for that. Big Goose would most definitely do better than... Yeah, that's right. You know, they found a way to find commonalities other than differences and associate with each other. And, you know, every now and then I hear guys clown somebody about the colors they wear, you know, like, yeah, that color, you know, woo, woo. But they would laugh and joke about it. and some guys work together. Even some guys would sell up together, and then guys like me, especially when I was young, they'd latch on to me and say, "Oh, you know, I ride bikes, and this is where I grew up, and so on and so forth." And our intention and your local MCs. That's right. Yeah, you know. So I'm gonna tell you something, man. If it wasn't for guys, and I mean this from my heart, man. If it wasn't for guys that were in motorcycle clubs when I was a young man, make them, don't break them. When I was a young man, I mean like teenage and early 20s. If it wasn't for guys that were motorcycle outlaws in motorcycle clubs, I would probably still be in prison or dead. Those guys taught me how to live. Those guys taught me, you know, like these dudes talk about somebody talking about doing clubs in prison in his first book. It was in Folsom, back to yeah. Yep. R.I.P. Big Chief. So, you know, this guy talks about being able to recognize what's going on in the yard and, you know, all this being aware of your surroundings. Those guys taught me that shit. Those guys taught me how to live in prison. So, you know, hats off to guys in motorcycle clubs, especially long-termers. You know, 40-year, 30-year members. Hats off, man. And I got nothing but gratitude for them. Man, look at that. That light's bright as fuck right now. That air conditioner does weird shit to the circuits. Yeah, so, I mean, you know, motorcycle clubs are regional, you know. Every region has a different club. You go out to the East Coast, to New York, you go out to Georgia, you go out to Florida, you know, you go to the middle of America, the Midwest, you go to the West Coast. There's different clubs, you know. You go to Northwest, you know, different clubs are predominant. But there's a lot of similarities, you know. And then you have guys that ride bikes that are just fucking assholes. There are assholes in the motorcycle community. They think they want to take over some other shit, or they want to be some of the best people I've ever met in life, the bikers. That's right. You know, to me, it's not about how tough you are. There are tough motherfuckers in motorcycle clubs. There are tough motherfuckers that ride bikes that aren't in clubs. And there's guys that are the nicest motherfuckers to guys that got it coming, and they're the biggest, meanest guys you want to meet to guys that got it coming. You know, but it's not about being a bully and trying to, it's not about, it's not gangster shit. It's about motorcycles. Just remember that. That MC stands for Motorcycle Club. And there's all different kinds of motorcycle clubs. If you look at my interview with Fuzzy, he talks about it. You know, there's motorcycle clubs for guys that are in the 12-step programs. There's motorcycle clubs for guys that are Christians. And there's motorcycle clubs for guys that are straight up maniac outlaws and everything in between. So you don't get that big on testosterone. That's right. So, you know, I'm just blessed that I have met guys, to grow up around that, and to have that be part of my, you know, I love motorcycles because of them guys. I grew up around them, and I inherited the love for motorcycles from those guys, and the love of freedom, and I owe my freedom to them. So, it's around and pulled down in South Arizona, a good bunch of guys. Most of them are vets. Yeah, there's a whole veteran. I did a side patch for the Capital chapter of the Combat Veterans Motorcycle Association. So, you know, motorcycle riders come in all shapes, sizes, and colors. You know, so the world can learn something from us, man. Mitch, is a Dyna White Glide your favorite bike you ever had? No, my Indian is the favorite bike I've ever had. I didn't have a Dyna White Glide. I had bikers are not a dying breed. I had a Dyna and I enjoyed it. Now my friend Ryan has it. He's painted it, put a new pipe on it, new bars, new tires, new seat. He's making it his. And that's what I like about the bike thing, you know. You can make it yours. You know, I changed my fenders. I'm painting it. Got a couple friends in CB. That's right. They're good people. Combat Veterans Motorcycle Association is good people. And Jason, if you're watching, I love you. Thank you so much for the opportunity to create that side patch. And you know, I ran into some of them guys when I was in Reno. I go, hey, I made that. And they go, huh? There's like 5 of them. One of them was a chick, a couple dudes. And they're like, huh? I go, I did that. I made that. And they go, oh, you're Mitch. And I go, yeah, you know that. Yeah, combat veterans, man, they got my heart, you know, for real. So, and you think about motorcycle clubs, you know, the legend just passed away, Sonny from Oakland, you know, and love, loyalty, honor, respect. And I know guys in other motorcycle clubs that some of the younger guys are like, you know, that guy, whatever. He goes, and he told them, hey, look, that guy was in a motorcycle club for 65 years. You've had your patch for 4 or 5 years. When you have your patch for, you know, 20, 30 years, then you can talk about it, you know. You got to have nothing but respect for that man. For, you know, just think about that. 65 years in a motorcycle club, man. And even Tucker Carlson said, you know, society can learn something from bikers because of Sonny's message before he passed away. He wrote a message, you know, post when he passed. And Tucker Carlson read it on Fox News. Respect for reals. And he said, you know, society can learn something from us, you know. So, yeah. I love my motorcycle. I love my motorcycle friends. Motorcycle friends that are in motorcycle clubs and guys who aren't. LV and a bunch of other military clubs. Utmost respect. Kentucky King. Once your has passed out, it all went to hell. It's a brotherhood. Once it's gone, it's over. Same with the founder of the real. You know, I talked about that when I talked about 1090 Jake. You know, I'm from a generation, and there's another generation behind me, and behind them, behind them. Now we have a new generation, and so with motorcycle riders and motorcycle clubs, and each generation, those Patriot riders are a good group of guys. That's right. You know, youngsters have to figure out, you know, what brotherhood, love, honor, loyalty. I know what it means to me, and I know what it means to my friends that I have that with. So these youngsters coming up now, they got to figure out what it means to them, right? I don't say that it's out the window, because for them, it's new, and it's not out the window. It's new. It's happening now for them, and they have their own version of it. So, you know, our version of it might seem more solid to us, right? But to them, their version seems solid to them. You know, I go down to San Diego and I met some young guys that are into bikes and all that shit. And, you know, they give me nothing but respect, you know, and I enjoy their company. I meet older guys that are older than me, and I love their company. I love their stories. I love their point of view. As you say, today's chin is soft. Sure, Rock has some good stories to tell your TLB up. Grew up in that biker lifestyle my whole life. I did a little 6. Wow. Satan Slaves, man. That was quite a crew. What's up, Oak Poacher? Hunter Tashankas. Yeah. Kids for life. To a righteous God for 20 years. Yeah, so, man, Satan Slaves is an old crew, you know. you got to respect what people do, whether you're part of it or not. Um, I just love riding bikes, and I love the culture, and I love the people involved in it. And I'm blessed to have guys as my friends uh, that have been around that scene forever. They've been around, uh, 30, 40 years and plus, I'm just going to ask how you feel about Sonny, part of your recent passing away. The leader, hang around bikers as a kid, respect, loyalty, and living free. I think, it's fucked up that he passed away, and then, he lived for 83 years, which is, my mom lived to be 80, so he outlived my mom as an outlaw. My mom was a square, as living 83 years as an outlaw. That's a pretty damn good run. He will be missed by a lot of people. And he set the standard for a lot of guys, so respects. And I'm sure it will be missed by a lot of people. And then you're a big guy from Dago. As a kid, I'm from Lakeside, and he had the Lord of Lakeside. He's the Lord of Lakeside, so as a kid, I crossed his path, before I went to prison. So he was the guy that we all looked up to. Me and my little homeboys, MC equals Mitch's Chopper. Red Dye, what's up? He was the guy that me and all the guys I grew up with, we looked up to him and several other guys in his crew. So my pops went around with them dudes in the 70s. Hey, look, when you grew up in a fucked up household with a fucked up stepdad who's a piece of shit in more ways than one, you're in a neighborhood where those guys exist. You say, hey, that's a good motherfucker. You wish your dad was kind of like that, I mean, you're a kid. There's a guy riding a motorcycle who gives you respect as a kid. To me, it's all your family, same as family. So, if you got kids, be careful how you treat them, because, they're... Slave Louis was the man. I remember being in Norwalk, which is the Southern California Reception Center. Mentioned like you should be a dad or a baseball coach. Give good advice. Thank you for Kentucky King. My first moment about Gates in China buying a farmland next to Grand Fork Air Base. Yeah, they're probably going to grow some shit that's going to make you grow a fucking dick on your forehead. I do not trust Bill Gates. He's a piece of shit. I remember being in a reception center on my way to Preston, and I had an Easy Rider. Thank you, Derek Allen Yates. Thank you. I had an Easy Rider, and it had Slave Louis in it with his yellow knucklehead, and I thought, man, that's the shit, Father, a friend of wisdom. Ron LaCour. I did not know Dirt. I'm sorry. I did meet his son when I was in Arizona, though. I never got to meet Dirt. Unfortunately, he passed away in federal prison. But I remember, thank you, M. Smith Kyles. I remember thinking, man, that motorcycle, man, that's the shit. That's what I want to do, all these guys, Dirt's my partner, man. He just passed away in federal prison years ago. Yeah, so the guy who asked me if I knew Ron, he was a friend of Mick's and a brother. In defense base from the bunch of the speed crew, Bill Gates. Oh, by the way, you guys is a bike. I thought they were just dirty books. Now they're biker magazines. Hey, by the way, I hate to change the subject. They say that 8 guys, very prominent names, Stir one's life one's by saying, "Hi, Mitch, what's going on? Sean Sullivan." um, 8 people that were connected with Jeffrey Epstein. Their names are going to come out. They're very prominent. So maybe that bitch, Giselle Maxwell's talking. Yeah! What's up with Jeffrey Epstein's little black book? Child molested piece of shit. Wow. Yeah. You know, I don't know if they're children, but they were young women. You know, he was having sex with underage women. His fucking bitch was trafficked helping him. You know, fucking scumbag, piece of shit. But Bill Clinton was on that airplane flying over to Orgy Island 26 times. 26 motherfucking times. Why? Like, that's like me flying to Hawaii and back 26 times. Why the fuck are you gonna go out? What's on Orgy Island? Yeah. Well, 8 names are coming out. Guys that have been to Orgy Island, guys that were friends of Jeffrey Epstein, guys that were probably, yeah, you know what they were doing. Why do you got to go out to that guy's island 26 times, Bill Clinton, you fucking scumbag, underage girl raping motherfucker? Yeah, Chum was gone. Even more is now exposed. I guess in 3 prisons, some roles are scientists, etc. Yeah. Trump ain't innocent with Epstein either. Clinton was on. Bill Gates was there. All them dudes. All them motherfuckers were there. Clay Lewis was a knucklehead. Great guy, though. That's right, Randy. That's right, Zach. Yeah, they weren't just going out there fishing. They were going out there for a fucking reason. Why do you... It's like going... Who went to Club 54 in New York every night, right? Why do they go to the island? The Lolita Express. That's right. You know what I'm saying? So, evidently, 8 names are coming out. Yeah, Hillary's a fucking piece of shit. Hillary Clinton's a fucking scumbag, man. You know, but here's the deal. Those are the fucking people running this country. Touching kids. Those are the guys entertaining you on the fucking Netflix. Yeah, you turn on Netflix and you watch some cool-ass movie. Those are the guys that are doing it. They're out there fucking with underage women. Those are the guys sitting in fucking Washington, D.C. making the rules for your life. Your fucking property tax, your income tax, federal and state. Motherfucker, I gotta pay sales tax on every t-shirt I sell. I ended up having to pay the feds more money than the state last year because of these t-shirts I sell. Because of them. Bunch of fucking child molesting piece of shit motherfuckers. Globalists. They're the ones making war. Yeah. You know, it seems like just what you say, the fucking weirder they are, the more power they get. Fuck them, you know? And fuck, that's why we're moving to Arizona. We were walking, last night we went downtown, I had a couple tacos and New World Order. I had a couple tacos, we walked up and down Main Street, and we went by the realtor office. We saw a fucking 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house on like a half an acre for like $600,000. So and then they retire millions. Yeah, they retire as millionaires. Yeah. Thank God you made it to Cheyenne, Wyoming, brother. We're going to Arizona. I don't know Ben Shapiro. I don't know much about him. Is he a lawyer or something? He's probably a scumbag too. So that's why we're moving to Arizona. The house that we're buying in Arizona, Don D, what's going on? Would cost us probably $1 million or more here where we live. You know, it's ridiculous, man. What's up, Lex? Thank you for buying a ticket. Big Lex. This is your family, young lady. It's like Lex. Let's give her a big. These guys are better than Playboy and Laura magazine back in the day. That's right. Yeah, so for all you guys who bought tickets to the raffle will be Saturday, and it's going to be the site that we use to sell the tickets. They're going to pull the tickets. So just wait until you buy a house. I'm going to load up in tomorrow, Oklahoma. The house in Arizona is more than. Yeah, the house in Arizona is like 3 acres, dude. You can buy an acre of property down there for anywhere from 6 to 14 grand. You know? We're not moving to Maine, bro. We're moving to Arizona, the land of the free. I will have a 50 caliber black powder rifle and a 50 caliber Josie Wales pistol. David Mann paintings. David, what are my opinions of David Mann paintings? Hold on. I was doing this when I was in prison. I never finished it. It's an Indian bottle cap Indian motor. I never finished this. I was doing this when I got paroled. I never finished it. I didn't like the way it was coming out. You know? It's not done. I probably will never finish that. But what do I think about Dave Mann paintings? Come on, man. That's my artwork. You think I would have ever done this if it wasn't for David Mann? No way. No way. David Mann and Frank Frazetta are two of the greatest artists ever, in my opinion. And you know, David Mann's art was not, a lot of it, black powder not considered firearms, tip on that. That's right. You know, David Mann's art really wasn't super detailed, but it gave you a feeling. It gave you a feeling of that motorcycle lifestyle, you know. I loved it. And so now I'm an artist. And I paint motorcycle shit, you know. So, yeah, they'll mail you, just so you know, if you order a black powder pistol or rifle, they'll mail it to you in the mail. No background check. That's right, Will. So I'm thinking I'm gonna have a black powder 50 cal and a black powder 6-cylinder pistol, 40, 44 cal. So you know, there's a lot of predators out there in Arizona. Boomerang time. That's right. You can feel the wind in Dave Mann's art. Exactly. That's what I try to do with my art. You know? I try to get a feeling there, you know? Look at that. That's a bottle cap motor and a Sportster. Jamming down the road, brotherhood. If I'm on my way, that's right. I'm looking to place in Missouri Ozarks. You know, I was in the Missouris. His art is awesome. That's right, Bob. I was in Missouri. It's kind of humid down there. Arizona's hot, but it's a dry heat. Missouri's hot, and it's a wet heat. I did not enjoy it. But good luck down there in the Ozarks, my friend. I got this check the other day. It's $155. It actually went to Dave, who lives in my mom's old room with my mom's old roommate. It's made out to my mom. Kind of brought up, you know, thoughts about mom. And I was walking down the street last night with my wife, and she goes, you know, white lives matter more. Hey, all lives matter, bro. You know? My wife said, you know, your mom would be very proud of you, Mitch. And I was just like, wow, you know. So I just hope she's looking down on me from above. And, you know, her big thing was always to have a house, you know. Let me get the comments up. Come on now. Wow, Don D, thank you so much. I've never been to Sturgis. I'd like to go without the event, though, because it's kind of commercialized. Do I think this country is so far gone there's no coming back from it? Well, listen to this. We got 22,000 subscribers on our channel, and thank you, every single one of you. Thank you. We got 300 new subscribers in the last month. Isn't that bitching? I don't think the people that watch our channel are too far gone. I don't think anybody that rides in a motorcycle club or as an independent motorcycle rider is too far gone. I don't think the millions of people that have firearms, yeah, rest in peace, my mom. Yeah, it was hard losing her. You know? I don't think the millions of people that have firearms are going to let this country go to shit. I think the only way they can destroy this country is through the economic system. Our economic system is run by global bankers. To our brother, hit them like, share this. That's right, Will. Our country's financial system is run by bankers who are into global economics. They're the ones starting the war in the Ukraine. They want to control Russia's money. That's what that's all about. I don't want to talk a lot about that. Rick James, bitch, what's going on, brother? Thank you so much for that. You know, our country's run by globalist bankers, and they don't give a fuck about the United States. That's right, Sean. But the people that live in this country, especially people that live in states outside of California, New York, and some of these other fucking woke-ass, stupid places, they're not just going to lay down and take it. You're not just going to roll United Nations troops in here from other countries and take over our country. The only way they can fuck our country over is economically. And that's kind of what this piece of shit we've got in the White House is doing. You know, he said the price of gas, he said that Americans need to curb their traveling. Come on, it's because of our travel, our vacationing, traveling habits. Hey, fuck off, lame. That's what the fucking highways are for. Right? You stupid fucking piece of shit. Yeah. You know, we just got to suffer through a few more years of the current administration and pray to God that somebody with a brain takes over. Right? That's what we need to pray for. You know, we really do need a leader who's not, there are enough people in this year still believing in country and freedom. I think we will be okay. I think we will be okay. Randy, have a good night, man. Good night, Randy. Take care, my friend. I think we have enough military veterans and looking for everyone to come and chill over here. We have enough military veterans that have taken an oath to protect the country. That's right. See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. That's right, Big Mick. Guys take an oath to defend the country against all enemies, foreign and domestic. And I think some of them take it to the heart, even after they've been discharged from the military. Also, believe it or not, I think law enforcement agents take the same oath. There's the law enforcement guys called oath keepers who take an oath to defend this Constitution of the United States. So I think we're gonna be okay, but I think we're gonna suffer some fucking hard times. Um, you know, it's kind of a what the fuck moment. War Gypsy, Charlton Heston. If he was around, man, I'd vote for him. He was a cool ass dude. I saw him in the Omega Man in the Lakeside Theater when I was a kid. Paid 25 cents for a ticket. You know. I think we're going to suffer some hard times, and that's when the true character of people is going to come out. Because people that know their neighbors are suffering, they're going to step up and help them. And then things are going to get better. I went to church Sunday, and it surprised me. I told my priest I go to Russian Orthodox Church. Art Bell is still around. Born and raised in Bay, coming to the Bear. I don't know how low, because save your money. People, things are definitely going to get rough. Well, gays in the military. We'll talk about that in a minute. But I just think things are going to get rough, and I think people are going to help each other, and I think people that are weak ass, sorry ass motherfuckers, they're on this agenda with the current administration, they're going to wake the fuck up, or they're going to perish. They're going to find themselves living in the gutter in a homeless camp and wonder what the fuck happened. You know what I'm saying? As far as gays in the military, homosexuals, I don't really give a fuck. I saw a thing on the French Foreign Legion. The French Foreign Legion does not discriminate against homosexuals. They have homosexuals in there that are some bad motherfuckers. They had homosexuals in the Roman army. Now the woke bullshit, that's a whole nother thing. But the Romans had fucking gay people. The Greeks, they all used to fuck each other in the butt, whatever. But look, I saw a thing on the French Foreign Legion. Here's the deal: they're not married unless they've got a dude for whatever, or a chick. They don't have any kids. A lot of times their families disown them because they're homosexual, right? So they latch on to the military. That becomes their thing. They become some of the baddest motherfucking killing machines on the battlefield. That's one scenario. The woke scenario, now that's a whole nother deal. Thank you, Sean Sullivan. The whole woke scenario, that's, I met a guy down in Arizona, my homeboy Gary's pad, and he said, I really feel sorry for the military because they have no fucking leadership. Thank you for tuning in, Sean. Thank you, Raymond. Thanks for tuning in, brother. He said that he feels sorry for our current military because they have no leadership. This whole woke bullshit. I know Annapolis said they don't want to teach us woke shit. They want to hold true to traditions. So there are some guys in the military that don't like what's going on, and they're not going to tolerate it. And I'm sure they're going to do the bare minimum to maintain their jobs. I think we have a leadership in Washington right now, and get it's coming. That's right. Cancel culture. Yep. We have a leadership in Washington, D.C. right now, I think, that would not mind seeing the United States become something similar to other countries that are not doing so well, as long as there was a financial benefit to them and their families. Nancy Pelosi, this fucking bitch with dementia, Feinstein, Schumer, all their whole fucking crew. But I think that I don't see them succeeding. People like freedom. Even these fucking morons that want to burn up cities and collect money from George Soros, they like their freedom. Some of these gay people, and they sold us out big time. That's right, Sharon. Sharon Stutes, that's right. Look, you go to the Middle East, they throw gay people off the roof. They hang them, they kill them. You go to some certain countries, they don't tolerate it. It's not good. Well, bro, this is out in the park, but I got a terrible stomach ache after eating some chicken. Has some remedies for stomach ache. If you ate chicken and you have a stomach ache, you might have some kind of food poisoning. You might have ate some chicken that wasn't cooked all the way through. I've had that shit twice in prison from chicken. You're gonna puke for a while. You have a bad stomach ache. What I did was I took 7-Up, poured in a glass, stirred the bubbles out, and sip it. Don't just drink it down, sip it. You sip it. The 7-Up or Bubble Up or Sierra Mist, you sip that, and I sipped 2 of those. I actually, Dirty Dennis brought them in, stirred the bubbles out, and gave it to me. I sipped it, and I felt fine afterwards. Alka-Seltzer might help. I doubt it, but that's the only remedy I know for that. If you have food poisoning, your body's gonna retch that shit out. So you might be throwing up. Please let us know how you're doing. Arthur, please let us know how you're doing, bro. I hope you feel better. Society kind of reminds me of prison. Thank you. I hope you feel better. Let us know how you're doing. Remember, sip that. Don't just drink it down. And take some aspirin, maybe. Prison and the society's a lot the same. So, if you have a controlling faction, what's up, Connor Lewis? I remember when I was at Corcoran, we had a brand new prison gang popped up on the yard, and a lot of them were kind of a cartoon. I thought they were a joke. The guys that were on my yard there and in Lancaster, and anytime you have somebody trying to control you, the natural reaction is to resist. I don't like someone telling me what the fuck to do, especially the government. But in prison, my mentality was, Big Red, thank you for that, brother. Thank you so much. My mentality was, I'm a fucking biker. Ain't nobody telling me what to fucking do. And so it's the same thing out here in society. When they're telling you, hey, you can't do this, you can't do that, the thing is to resist, find a way to overcome it. Mighty Whitey, Big Red, what do? You vote motherfuckers out of power. That's what you fucking do. The thing is, Mighty Whitey, are your morals gone? If your morals are intact, and my morals are intact, and 90% of the people that watch this channel, their morals are intact, then the moral aptitude of the country is not gone, And it's up to us to step up and show other motherfuckers how to live. And that's kind of what this channel's all about, right? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, there's that, We got to show people how to live. The mighty white country has turned its back on God. I agree with you 100% there. I saw some bitch today talking about abortion, and she was saying, F the Bible and all this other stuff. The new ruling on abortion was based on science. The Supreme Court said that the fetus is a living human being, and you can't kill it. That's why they overturned Roe versus Wade. Had nothing to do with the Bible, you know. But she was saying, you know, F the Bible and F God and all this other stuff. This rant because she couldn't have an abortion now. These are promoting lames being lames. Yep. It's just a bunch of fucking lames promoting their bullshit, you know. And then they had some other chick saying, you know, my choice in a rally, just screaming, my choice. And one broad was saying, my butt, my body, and the other broad was saying, my choice. And she was such a nasty looking motherfucker. I thought, man, you will never have that choice because you will never be pregnant. No one's going to fuck with her. She's just a big, nasty looking beast. And I thought, you know, these people that are involved with this shit, they're just miserable fucking people. If they had a decent, normal existence and they were decent, normal people, you know, they probably would have friends that would influence their opinion back up, lame. You know, people join these things because the same reason people join gangs. Rick James, bitch! People join gangs and go and let themselves be influenced to do some very terrible shit because they want to latch on to something. They want to belong to something. A lot of times, not always. Some guys like, you know, Mike Thompson, they just want to make money and benefit off the backs of others. You know, it's in shout out West Texas. What's up, Christopher? But, you know, a lot of people want to latch on to something. They want to feel connected to something. They want to belong to something. And so if they can belong to something decent without feeling like a lot of people won't latch on to something decent because they think it's a hard way to go. And really it's not. Money Whitey, El Paso, you know, doing what's right is a lot easier than going down that dark road, you know. And I think that shit that's going on in society with this woke shit, it's a dark fucking road. It says you can do what you want whenever you want. Fuck the cops, fuck the government, unless we need them. Unless somebody threatens me, then I want the cops to protect me, and I want the government to lock them up. I want the government to feed me, and I want the government to pay me. I want the government to house me. The government should take care of fucking me. And it's awesome, fam. That's right, Jay Ward. But really, that's the dark road, man. You know, Ronald Reagan said the worst words you can ever hear is, you know, the government's going to help you. That's the worst shit you can ever hear. That's a dark fucking road. It's a lot easier. It's not easy in the beginning, but hey, look, I got friends that are motorcycle clubs. They have legit fucking jobs, right? Aaron Potter, they have legit jobs. They work 8-hour shifts. They collect Whitey. They collect pensions because they work their whole lives, but they're outlaw motorcycle riders. You know, they did the right shit at the right time. Their lives are good. Going down that dark fucking road towards you know, the government and protest and, you know, fuck what's good and right. You know, those people are gonna fucking grow up and realize, hey, you know, and just like the guy that takes a route that leads into prison, and he comes back around, he says, you know, I gotta do what's right because I want to have a good life. Those fucking kids that are on that woke bullshit and, you know, government assistance and Antifa and all that other crap, some of them are gonna come around and say, you know what, I need to straighten my ass up. Back in the day, they were some good, solid dudes. Yep, carnies are good dudes. They're working. They're carnies. They're living on the road. They're free, but they're working. Thank you, friend. That's right, Jay Ward. So the guy, I saw a thing today. It said the criminals are not the guy. Criminals wear a suit and tie, not tattoos. You know? So, yeah, I think a lot of these youngsters coming up with this woke bullshit, their parents are alright to blame. Their parents are at fault. for not teaching them what's right, you know, as a parent, you're not supposed to be your kid's friend. You're supposed to be their fucking parent. Um, so, yeah, I think our system. You know, I was working in Sacramento when all this shit was happening a couple years ago with the burning of looting Antifa, all that shit, and I seen some of them guys walking around. I had a fucking, you know, I lost my job over that shit. So, I had to pull a knife on them. So, I think the country is going to go through some shit. The country's going to go through some stuff. And it's going to require a lot of fucking heartache, a lot of hard work, and a lot of figuring it out. But I think on the other end, we're going to come out all right. Hey, look, this country has been through ups and downs throughout its whole history, you know? I strongly recommend you watch The Grapes of Wrath. The Grapes of Wrath with Jimmy Stewart. You know, this country has been through the Great Depression. This country's been through world wars where people had to sacrifice. You know, it's just a different kind of struggle that we're going to have to go through now to get our country on track. And the bottom line is, it starts with you. It starts with you. It starts with me. It starts with my wife, my kids. It starts with your friends. 1939, Henry Fonda, that's right. Henry Fonda, not Jimmy Stewart, I'm sorry. Jimmy Stewart was It's a Wonderful Life or some shit, right? So, you know, our country goes through ups and downs, and right now we're in a fucking pretty low down. Read The Grapes of Wrath. It was a book before it was a movie. You know, it might have a little bit of, I'd call that a knife. You know, it might have a little bit of socialistic shit woven into it, but in the end, you know, it's about struggle, and it's about, I'm from one of those families from Oklahoma. Yeah, there you go. Smith Kyles. So those people settled in Bakersfield, they call them Okies because they came out here from Oklahoma. And now those same areas where Okies used to live, they came up and they came up. Now the descendants, the relatives now of the Okies that came out here then, they're doing well. So now we have people from South America, Central America, doing the same thing the Okies did, you know. I was Oklahoma last week. Henry and James were roommates. So, you know, things are going to get better. It's just we're going to have to go through a fucking downside. Okie from Muskogee. Yeah, Merle. He was from Bakersfield. I think he was. I know Bakersfield loves him. Along with Buck Owens. You know, and Splinter. You know, we just got to suffer through it, man. And we got to make the best of it while we can. We got to figure out a way to the other side of it. Just like being in the joint. You know, it was a time when I never figured I would ever get out. And once I saw guys starting to get out, I had to figure out how am I going to get through that door, that little bitty light at the end of that tunnel. Fresnex, yeah. My friend Tommy was a Fresnex. Modesto. My grandparents ended up in Modesto area. Grandpa told me stories about what they went through. That's right, Smitty Kyles. Fontucky. Yeah, you know, it's a motherfucker, you know, but I'm blessed. Bitcoin down today. You know, I'm blessed. I have a great wife. I have a good family behind us. And I have heart attention family, right? So we keep each other in check. We keep each other accountable. And we do the right thing, man. So we don't tell exaggerated stories about our past, right? You know, I'm just a regular fucking dude, and that's all I've ever been. You know, I went to prison on somebody else's beef. What's it down to, Shannon? Uh, I made it through the other side, and I'm sure that whatever we're going through now in this country, we're going to see the other side of it, and things will get better. Um, it's just the way life is, like the Deuce of Hazard County. That's right. So, I'm going to have to cut it loose for now. I'm going to get on this painting. Then I'm going to take a shower. I got to work tomorrow. Go out and guess what I got to do? I got to fucking deliver groceries. Yep, got to make that money. It ain't much, but it puts gas in the tank and food on the table. So, if I'm willing to get out there and deliver groceries, what are you willing to do? I'm just a soul whose intentions are good. That's right. What are you willing to do to make it happen? We can talk about it, but what are we willing to do about it, right? So, we're going to have the raffle Saturday. Rick James, bitch! Lord, please don't let me be we don't have work shirts, bro. They don't make them. The place we get shirts now does not make them. Hopefully in the future we can get it done, So I'm going to have to sign off. It's been a pleasure. A great Wednesday night. Thank you for tuning in. We're going to have the raffle Saturday. And the connection is in our community page for the raffle. Thank you guys. Thank you, Mr. Thank you, JP1, 506, Mighty Whitey. Thank you guys for tuning in. And everyone who's bought a raffle ticket, good luck. Only one guy can win each piece, unfortunately. I really appreciate the take care. Rick James, bitch. We're on time. Mighty Whitey, thank you. I just want to thank you guys for buying lottery tickets and supporting us. Love you too, Big Oos. Thank you so much. It means a lot to us. I'm going to work on this painting. It's going to be badass. It's going to be Black Bear from the Ogallala Sioux. Do it hard. Mighty Whitey said, I want it already. That's right. Thank you guys so much, man. And if anybody knows MC, thanks for the live message. Thank you, MC. If anyone knows where I can mount these as NFTs, someone that can help me, forward it to Mitch at heartintentions.com. Guys, take care. Have a good night. Don't let no one fucking get you down. Don't let no one stop you from your fucking goals in life. Because you know what? If you can think it, you can plan it out, you can do it. Thank you, Big Red. Don't let no one stop you. I'm for real. You might not get all the way here. You might just get here. And then you can inch your way forward a little bit. Don't let no one fucking stop you. Forever. For real. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you, Mr. Smitty Kyles. Big Red, thank you guys. Have a good night. And we'll see you Saturday with a raffle. Certified. We are good. Pie S. Boxer's a piece of shit. Guys, have a good night. The guys he told on should be out, not him. Have a good night, my friends. Thank you. Heart Intention family. Have a great fucking night and a wonderful tomorrow.